The further mystery of this case is that the people that she was with when she died, they leave Mexico.
Shanquilla, can you at least fight back?
I want justice for my child.
I can just feel her suffering, man.
That was a terrible way for her to die. But I hate to see my child leave here like that. I said, well, okay, enjoy yourself. She seemed very excited about the trip. And I said, okay, love you. I will talk to you tomorrow. Enjoy yourself. And I never spoke with my child again.
I'm raising awareness for Shanquilla Robinson.
For justice.
Shanquella needs justice.
This is a story that no family should endure. A young woman from Charlotte, North Carolina, vacationing in Mexico with friends, met a tragic end. The circumstances surrounding her death bear an unsettling resemblance to the case of Mahogany Jackson, another young woman allegedly killed by her companions. Heartbroken and desperate for answers, the family of the 25-year-old Charlotte woman demands justice. Their daughter's sudden and unexplained death during a Mexican trip leaves them with a gaping hole in their lives. This tragedy shares a chilling parallel with Mahogany Jackson's case. Both young women were allegedly attacked by people they knew and trusted. Shanquella, described by her loved ones as kind and loving, was vacationing in Cabo San Lucas when she died. Initially, Shanquella's friends claimed she died from alcohol poisoning. However, disturbing details, including a graphic video circulating online, cast doubt on their account. This evidence has ignited a social media campaign demanding justice for Shanquella.
I pray for her family and I pray for justice.
I'm raising awareness for Shanquilla Robinson.
Shanquella needs justice.
The FBI joined the investigation, and Mexican authorities charged a U.S. citizen, presumably one of Shanquella's companions, with murder. Yet, many questions remain unanswered. Shanquella's family desperately seeks the truth. What truly happened? Who is responsible? And why would anyone harm such a beloved young woman? Authorities are actively seeking a friend of Shanquella Robinson, identified as the main aggressor in the case. This individual faces femicide charges pursued by international authorities. A disturbing video surfaced online, depicting a violent attack on Shanquella. This video, along with conflicting accounts from the people who traveled with her, has fueled suspicion. Rumors of additional videos, including one showing Shanquella resting before the assault, further cloud the timeline of events. Shanquella's parents believe this was a premeditated attack. They suspect the individuals who accompanied her to Mexico intended to harm her. The prosecutor has clarified that alcohol poisoning was not the cause of death, contradicting the initial story provided by those who traveled with Shanquella. The official report also indicates this was not a fight, but a direct assault on a young woman. According to court documents, a significant development has occurred in Shanquella Robinson's case. An arrest warrant has been issued for femicide against a friend of hers, based on available evidence. While details about other individuals involved are currently unavailable, the video circulating online shows Dejani assaulting Shanquella. This is the primary reason for the FBI's involvement and the reopening of the case by Mexican prosecutors. Authorities are pursuing all necessary procedures, including an Interpol alert and an extradition request to the United States. It's important to note that femicide investigations are mandatory in such cases to determine if the act was motivated by gender or related to domestic violence. Information surfaced later about an arrest warrant being issued in the Shanquella Robinson case. Initially, authorities kept the suspect's identity under wraps, confirming only that it was for a single individual. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we delve into two heartbreaking cases, Shanquella Robinson and Mahogany Jackson. These two young women tragically lost their lives at the hands of friends. Highlight the very real dangers women face. We'll explore their stories, the fight for justice, and the chilling connection that binds them. 25-year-old Shanquella Robinson of Charlotte, North Carolina, set off for Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, brimming with excitement for a relaxing getaway. Described as kind and full of life, Shanquella's infectious enthusiasm for the trip was clear to all who knew her. However, her dreams were tragically cut short within 24 hours. Initially, authorities attributed her death to alcohol poisoning. her family's unwavering pursuit of the truth unearthed a disturbing reality. A horrifying video surfaced online, depicting a brutal assault on Shanquella. This revelation ignited public outrage and spurred a renewed investigation by both Mexican authorities and the FBI. Shanquella's death sparked a global outcry for justice. The hashtag #JusticeForShanquella trended on social media.
Justice will be served.
There cannot just be an unopened situation. It has to be closed with truth, and it has to be that there is accountability for those who are responsible for her death.
We have got to talk about the Shanquilla Robinson case.
The Shanquilla Robinson story is disgusting.
Justice for Shanquilla Robinson.
She was a very humble spirit, very sweet girl.
Uniting people in their demand for answers, the FBI's involvement and the arrest warrant offered a glimmer of hope. However, for Shanquella's family, the fight is far from over. They remain resolute in their pursuit of accountability, determined to see those responsible face the harshest legal consequences. This case tragically highlights the ongoing issue of gender-based violence. Shanquella's story serves as a stark reminder of the need for systemic change to protect women. Her legacy lives on through the unwavering efforts of her loved ones, who continue to fight for justice and ensure her memory is not forgotten. Mahogany Jackson murder case is fairly similar to the Shanquella Robinson. The tragic murder of Mahogany Jackson in Birmingham, Alabama has left her family and friends devastated and shocked.
As many of you know, I served a number of years in the homicide unit, and this is undoubtedly one of the most heinous acts I have seen in my career.
As a mom to a 3-year-old, I can't even imagine the pain her loved ones must be feeling. The fact that her attackers, who she thought were her friends, filmed the crime is beyond disturbing. Mahogany's case has stirred up a lot of emotions in the Birmingham community, making us question how such senseless violence could happen, especially among friends. Mahogany Jackson, a 20-year-old woman from Birmingham, met a similarly tragic fate to Shanquella Robinson. Like Shanquella, Mahogany's life was abruptly ended by individuals she considered friends while on a trip. The circumstances surrounding Mahogany's death were equally horrifying, with reports of abduction, murder, and sexual assault sending shockwaves through her community. The investigation into Mahogany's death uncovered a web of deceit and betrayal, with 8 individuals implicated in her brutal murder. The Birmingham Police Department's swift action led to the apprehension of the suspects, bringing some semblance of closure to Mahogany's grieving loved ones. Mahogany's death galvanized her community, sparking a wave of activism and solidarity in the quest for justice. The Birmingham Police Department's relentless pursuit of the truth and the arrest of the suspects offered a glimmer of hope in the face of tragedy. However, the road to justice remains long and arduous, with Mahogany's loved ones determined to ensure that her memory is honored and her death is not in vain. The case serves as a rallying cry for systemic change and the eradication of gender-based violence in all its forms. Mahogany's legacy lives on through the resilience of her community, who refused to let her death be forgotten. Only then can we hope to prevent such senseless tragedies from claiming more innocent lives. She was taken just a day after she was reported missing, only to be found, shot dead early Monday. She was held against her will, before her murder. These chilling images depicted Mahogany being subjected to slaps, punches, forced, nudity and sexual assault at gunpoint. 8 defendants are implicated in her kidnapping and murder. The head district attorney Danny Carr described one of the most gruesome murders he has encountered. The nature of the videos and evidence presented in court painted a horrific picture of the events leading to Mahogany Jackson's death. Family, friends, and the community came together to honor and remember Mahogany Jackson. This reminds me of Shanquella Robinson's tragic death, labeled as femicide by Mexican officials. Shanquella, a Charlotte, North Carolina native, was brutally attacked and killed by someone she considered a friend while on vacation in Mexico. The fact that her so-called friends stood by and even filmed the incident is chilling. Shanquella Robinson tragically died in Mexico. Initially, some of her companions told her parents she succumbed to alcohol poisoning. However, authorities ruled her death a homicide after a closer examination revealed a spinal cord and neck injury as the cause. Shanquella's father expressed his belief that justice might not have been served if not for disturbing videos surfacing online. One particularly graphic video showed Shanquella being brutally attacked while defenseless. The footage also revealed other friends present who did not intervene. According to police reports, Shanquella's friends called for medical help around 2 p.m., claiming she had consumed a significant amount of alcohol. When the doctor arrived and recommended transferring her to a hospital, her companions refused, insisting she stay at the resort. Shanquella's tragic death remained shrouded in questions. Her friends informed her mother that she was receiving treatment for alcohol poisoning. However, an autopsy revealed a different story, a severe spinal cord injury and neck trauma, ultimately leading to her death around 3 p.m. Following her passing, all 6 companions returned to the United States. Mexican authorities are investigating the case as a femicide, a crime targeting women because of their gender. The FBI has also opened a parallel investigation. It remains unclear if those who witnessed the altercation Shanquella was involved in could face legal consequences. Adding another layer of mystery, Mexican prosecutors are seeking the extradition of an unnamed American woman in connection with Robinson's death. They believe this individual was responsible for a. Furthermore, it raises questions about why those who were with Shanquella allowed her to leave Mexico after the incident.
The further mystery of this case is that the people that she was with when she died, they leave Mexico.
Shanquella Robinson's mother, Salamandra, cherishes the 25 years they shared. However, her grief over Shanquella's death in Mexico is profound.
I want justice for my child. That was a terrible way for her to die. But I hate to see my child leave here like that. I said, well, okay, enjoy yourself. She seemed very excited about the trip. And I said, okay, love you. I will talk to you tomorrow. Enjoy yourself. And I never spoke with my child again.
It was a terrible way for her to die, Salamandra lamented. Shanquella was a passionate traveler, having visited Miami, Vegas, and Jamaica. In October 2022, she embarked on a trip to San Jose del Cabo, Mexico, with 6 friends. Excitement filled Shanquella before the trip. She called her mother, eager for her blessing and expressing her joy. Sadly, that joy was short-lived. Less than a day after Shanquella arrived, Salamandra received a troubling call from one of the friends, reporting that Shanquella wasn't feeling well. Soon after, another series of calls left Salamandra devastated. She was told an ambulance arrived.
They said that she was unresponsive and the ambulance was trying to resuscitate her. He said he was sorry that Shanquella had passed. He said the doctor is on the way, and I said, well, how you know alcohol poisoning if the doctor haven't arrived yet? And I said, well, why you can't take her to the hospital? He wasn't even emotionally upset or nothing about it. You know, oh, we just got sick on the stomach. When they called me and the autopsy came back, it all made sense. It's hard, but I want the world to see it. I want everything to come out because I want justice for my child. I hurt, but I also know that God don't make no mistakes. As the person that she was loving, loved people. My heart gonna hurt, and it's gonna hurt for a while. But you know, I know God gonna give me strength to get through it.
Adding to the confusion, local authorities initially reported cardiac arrest as the cause of death. However, the news of Shanquella's death arrived in a shocking phone call from an unknown person, who simply stated there had been a fight and left it at that.
I got a call from somebody, I didn't even know who it was, and they said that they was over there fighting that girl.
Salamandra, distraught and confused, confronted the friends who visited her in Charlotte. Despite their tearful denials of any fight, and even claims of helping choose funeral arrangements, the tragic deaths of Shanquella Robinson and Mahogany Jackson serve as sobering reminders of the pervasive threat of violence faced by women worldwide, even among trusted companions. While Shanquella's family continues to fight for justice, their stories, though distinct, share unsettling similarities and underscore the urgent need for action to address gender-based violence. As we mourn their untimely demise, we must also honor their memories by demanding accountability, advocating for justice. Their deaths ignite a call for vigilance, demanding stricter safety measures and raising awareness about the importance of trust and loyalty. Let their memories inspire a future where women can travel and gather freely, without fear.